Is it true that Pretty Music for Pretty People was supposed to just be those singles? Was it never meant to come together to be an album?
It was going to be singles, but we got tired of recording. I think the way I remember it is we got tired of recording them as singles, and we just said for the last 6 of them, we're just going to. It's more efficient sometimes and money wise to get in the studio to record all your basic tracks and then to do all your overdubs. When you just do 2 songs or 3 songs at a time as opposed to 7 songs at a time, it's true that you can hone you when you're only doing a few songs, and this is why we did it to begin with. We were saying it's so many other bands just record a song and they stay on that. They just record a song. They record it from beginning to end. And we've never ever worked in the studio that way, and we decided we wanted to try it. So the single format seemed to be the way to do it. But the money wasn't just rolling right in. So I think what happened was we ended the single series and decided to finish the rest of the batches of songs, the songs that we had, in a single long weekend session to save a little bit of money and to get it done with and to, make an album. Because that, I think, we were releasing single by single, but eventually the idea was to release them on vinyl, but at the very end to have a CD collection of them. That was the whole plan to begin with, a CD collection. Rodney doesn't like and didn't like the whole idea of vinyl coming back.
Yeah.
And the reason he got convinced by Ryan Adams that it was okay to do vinyl again. Because Ryan Adams wanted us to do this single series for his label. But when he heard the demos that we were working on, he said, no, thank you. It's not my cup of tea. He wanted us to do music that could have been on the Big Lizard in My Backyard album.
Okay, so this album spawned a music video, The Sun Turns Our Patio into a Lifeless Hell. Do we have this ready to play? Should we do a little commentary on it?
Yeah, let's play it.
Alright, this one's from 2014, I think. You might want to turn the volume down a little bit.
There's a baby doll. I'll turn the volume down. Oh yeah, there's German. Rodney loves German. He speaks German pretty well. So like I said, he wanted to be German expressionist.
So this is definitely Rodney's baby, you would say?
Literally and definitely. Rodney sketched out pretty much the whole idea for the video, and they went with it, and they did a great job in executing it in Kentucky.
Who's the director of this one?
Tyler Franklin and his associate Chris were the directors. I met Tyler. He was out in Kentucky. I knew that he worked in video production, and I think I put him in touch with Rodney. Rodney had this idea for the video, and he was looking for someone to direct it. And I said, I know this guy named Tyler. Why don't you talk to him? He might be able to do it.
Yeah. So you didn't work on this one?
I put the two of those guys together, Rodney and Tyler. I think that's Rodney and Chris. I mean, Tyler and Chris in the video, in those costumes. Tyler's the tall one.
So no one in the band got to approve of anything, like...
We all approved of it, but Rodney had final approval. Rodney didn't direct it, but he... What do you call that?
An executive producer, maybe?
It was his brainchild. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Rodney wrote all the titles, too.
Yeah. It had to be Rodney.
Like it's a scathing criticism of capitalism. It's a scathing critique of conformity. That's all Rodney.
So when Rodney started to get interested in this kind of music, because this is obviously very different, like you say, to like something like Big Lizard, were you already like a fan of this style, or did he turn you onto that?
Now, I wasn't a fan of this. I like dance music. I like the what we call EDM. I really like the ambient stuff. I like Ryan, I like Aphex Twin. I liked Boards of Canada. I like that stuff. But Rodney liked the stuff that was punk, the harder punk, industrial. You called it industrial music. And then it's different than the industrial music of the 80s. It's like more listenable. It's like the pop industrial, I would call it.
Very dark and very witchy as well for Rodney.
Dark wave is it? He liked dark wave too, yeah, witchy. And no, I never really got that much into it myself.
Well, you had that Antarctica song. Was that inspired by Rodney? Did he write that one, or?
Dean wrote the lyrics, and as it's kind of a typical thing, Dean will give me lyrics. Ever since he gave me the lyrics for Dean's Dream, he would every now and then hand me a lyric that's just a lyric and say, does this inspire you to write any music? And I would try, and I'd already had one of the riffs I was working on. I didn't have anything else, just that. And I went to see, well, does this fit? Yeah, it kind of fits. And then the rest of it got inspired by the rest of like where it would go from there.
All right, this one's off Quiet Pills.
Okay, so Philadelphia Phenom. I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, and
this is all filmed in Philadelphia.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay.
So again, Rodney's the director. Rodney's the executive producer.
Yeah, that's City Hall right there. That's one of our subway station entrances. Mistress Pete Seabraws.
Is there a hidden meaning behind some of these names?
Sadomasochism, I guess. South Street, that's where Zipperhead used to be. That's where the punks used to buy their clothing.
Ah, yeah, so that pops up in Punk Rock Girl. So anyone who didn't get that reference, you might have just learned something there for the first time.
Oh, that's Rodney's neighborhood with King of Jeans. That's not there anymore.
I know this place. I've seen this.
More. That's famous Love Park.
That's where people skate.
Yeah. Look at that. City streets, they're not well kept.
This is recent,
Keep New York City out of Philadelphia. Yeah, this is like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think I watched it when it first came out, but I don't actually...
An old prison.
I don't actually remember seeing it, so this feels fresh for me.
This video speaks for itself.
Well, okay, so how did you hear about it? Did Rodney just call you up and go, I'm going to walk the streets with the camera and that's going to be our video?
Yes, that's exactly right. He wanted us all to make a video, I think. That's what we were doing, and we're coming out of the pandemic. And so that's, I think, what got us to do things on our own without help from other people. That's how we did the stuff on Big Questions. And I did get help from other people in some of those videos, but it was like remote.
Yeah, well, this was in COVID times.
Oh, Philadelphia's Magic Gardens. I love that place. That's what he's shooting right now. One of Rodney's apartments was owned by the guy who does those mosaics.
Oh, okay. So, do you all live
That's a quick song. Wow.
Do you all live near each other? Can you connect easily?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
We live within 2 hours of each other.
Oh, right.
We connect at band practice on Friday nights now, because that's the night that Dan does not work.
Okay.
The night Dan doesn't work is the night we get to have practice.
So, what's the future looking like for this band? Are you going to continue recording albums, do you think? Is that in the cards?
We are recording singles again, but we're not releasing them physically, just on the internet.
Okay. So do you think you could...
So, we did When Daddy Drinks in the spring, and then our summer one just came out. We're doing spring, summer, winter. We're doing spring, summer, fall, winter. The summer one just came out. That was called Will Billionaires Go to Die / Engine Flame Out. two songs smashed together, and then the B-side is another one that Dean sings called Welcome to the Show, which I like because it reminds me of stuff that they played on Dr. Demento. It's kind of Spike Lee-ish.
Yeah.
Spike Jones-ish. I'm sorry, not Spike Lee. Spike Jones-ish. This might be our last fling.
I hope not. I think you can keep going.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It doesn't get easier.
Well, you'd think you'd lose something over the years, but you guys are continuing to put out great stuff. Like the last album
okay.
was perfect. I mean, you even had hardcore elements on the album.
We wanted this album to come out in 2020. We started working on it in 2019. This album got sidetracked by the pandemic. While we got sidetracked, we did the whole Big Question series. But by the time we got to record it, those songs were mostly 2 years old, 2 to 3 years old.
Yeah.
So they weren't the freshest songs anymore. But we plowed ahead and we recorded it. I think if we were doing this material when Ryan Adams gave us the call, he might have said, "Yeah, I'll do a series with you," because it's more like, to me, it's more like our old school style. I don't know if you hear that or not.
Yeah. I mean, it feels classic and it feels new and fresh at the same time.
Yeah, it's like our old school, but with more modern punk, and I'm more distorted on the guitar in it than we had used to be.
Yeah. Is that partly the reason for bringing in that hardcore ending to that one song? Like, let's just do something like from the 80s.
Yes. Well, we tried that a couple ways. We tried it straight hardcore all the way through, but it wasn't clicking. I don't know.
Is that available anywhere?
I might have thought it was clicking, but it wasn't going over. It wasn't going over.
You don't have that recording available anywhere?
We did it in practice. We sometimes, somebody might have. I mean, we all bring our phones to practice, and every now and then somebody says, "Let's do that again," and I'm going to capture it on my phone. That's the only way we do demos these days as a band. Otherwise, the demos are just us as individuals writing songs.
Are you all there for the vocal recordings? Like, I'm wondering if you were able to keep a straight face while Rodney was doing that Butt Spoon song.
Yeah, we were all there for that. We're almost always all there for everything we do in the studio. We're almost always all there. We didn't stop. We weren't all there for Eat You Paisley, and I think that's the first and last time we were not all there.
Right. Well, so, could he make it through that song without laughing?
I laughed at it when I first heard it, but it was Rodney did that as a demo on his own. He just didn't have music to it. Basically, he just had a rhythm track. And that rant. Whether it was word for word, I can't tell you, but it was that rant and the Butt Spoon from. Oh, I can't remember. That was all part of it. It was just his rant. And somehow Dan he said he immediately heard a bass part for it, and it went from there.
Yeah. All right. So, do you have a song that you want to close the show out with? Maybe something from one of the last 3 albums?
I guess I'll do the song that Rodney commissioned of me. Is he dead or alive? His children can't decide. His eyes are wide open as he sits petrified, sitting in a garden in a posture sublime, traveling through light to the time before time, astral dead. His wife is in the garden, picking spinach and green beans. He's in the yard, lurking behind the scenes, searching for souls who need a helping hand. Magic is just this that we don't yet understand. Astral projection. Astral projection. All across the universe, eliminating the deadly curse. Is he dead or alive? With the wings of his mind, he brings sight to the blind. But his children are getting worried that he will lose his mind. All across the universe, he spreads his energy. Out of body warrior, he wants us all to see astral death. Projection all across the universe, eliminating the deadly curse. Is he dead or alive? His children can't decide. His eyes are wide open as he sits petrified. All across the universe, he spreads his energy. Out of body warrior, he wants us all to see astral dead. Astral dead.
You know,
Sorry for the
that's how we closed the show out last time with that song.
That's so funny.